Okay guys, I think we need to talk urgently, quite urgently about Myria, because this is going to the moon. This is skyrocketing. Something crazy is just happening. So if we look at the chart of Myria, it wasn't looking too good until like a couple of weeks ago, really, with a big dump over the year because of like token dilution and just people running nodes and basically selling to make profits. But it seems like everything changed in the last 10 days, and look at what Myria is doing in the last week. Up 117% over the course of the week, 172% in the last month. People that have bought Myria like 1 month ago are in for serious profits right now. It's crazy. I'm quite bullish on Myria, to be honest, and it's probably my third or fourth, let's say, best gaming pick. I think that gaming coins are really going to be probably the best narrative in the crypto market in terms of returns in the next bull run. We're in for a big ride this time. Gala was one of the previous catalysts. Myria would probably be the next one, and I am so bullish on this. Oh my fucking god. Everything's up. Everything's going up. But let's talk a bit about this project and why I like it so much and why I think that, call me crazy, but I think that Myria is probably the only, or I can name another one or two, gaming crypto that can go even up to 1000x in the next crypto bull run. And I would see easily like a 500x if anything comes to fruition based on the big ambition and goals that the team have. So let's start talking about what Myria is. First of all, the website is good, which, as stupid as it sounds, having a very good website that explains what the coin is about is actually very important. There's a very good description of Myria here that, although it's an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, it presents zero gas fees. And of course, just something built on Ethereum presents already, just to begin with, a lot of concerns when it comes to in-game transactions and all sort of transactions, because Ethereum is one of the most expensive chains. But there's zero gas fees when minting and trading NFTs. This is a big deal because gaming cryptos, the main purpose of gaming cryptos is in-game transactions, swapping NFTs or buying perks, etc., etc. If there's zero gas fees, that is a big deal because people are really going to be inclined to get Myria, to play these games, etc. I'm not a developer, I'm just an investor, so I don't know how they're doing this. I don't know how this is possible in full detail, but that is very bullish news. And also, one of the things that I like the most about Myria is that it's not just a single gaming project. The fact is that it's an aggregator. So we can see here there's so many fucking games. This really reminds me of a crypto version of Steam. If these games pick up, man, this is game over. And of course, you will make the profits on gaming cryptos before they post the games, before the games are published. Now, this can also be a pain point because if those games are not released, then the project is basically going to zero, of course. Or if the game launches keep being delayed, etc., for years and years, this project is probably going nowhere. But giving them the benefit of the doubt, if we think that these games are actually going to be released before the next bull run or at the beginning of it, and definitely not at the end of 2025 when the bull run is finishing, this can go to the moon, like 100%. Also, there's a distinction that I found out recently that the Myria Studios, the actual project of Myria, is actually just working on these 3 games. So this is kind of like a karting game, there's some nerd shit, and this is kind of like a Fortnite version, so to speak. But all of the others are basically based on the ecosystem of Myria, but they're not developed by the Myria team themselves, which actually sounds pretty bullish, because if people are willing to build on this ecosystem, even if they are completely out of the organization with no kind of bonds whatsoever, this says a lot about what kind of reputation Myria is developing in the industry and how developers and investors feel about this project. This is so bullish. I mean, I can't count these games, but what the fuck, there's so many. There's so fucking many. Like, imagine all of these games are developed. This is not just a single gaming crypto, it's a ton of gaming cryptos. And I tend to favor projects like this than I think of Plays App, for instance. I think of G-File. All of those games are games aggregator. They have a ton of games, and because of that, there's an infinite potential, really, because if all of these games are developed, then we're talking. Also, we need to mention that this is still not listed on Coinbase, on Binance, on Kraken. There's not a single tier 1 exchange. So you know that there's a lot of pumping potential. Somebody is gonna pump bags when this is listed on those exchanges, but still, it's still available on plenty of like kind of reputable exchanges, so to speak. OKX I really like. QCon is great. Maxi is shit, but it's one of the ones that I use the most because it has no training fees. So you can definitely buy this on plenty of exchanges. And the volume, oh my god, the volume is picking up. Like, look at the 24-hour volume is 4 million. It's up 174%. It's fucking crazy. We're just below 30 million market cap. Market cap is already like last month. What was it, like 10 million? Now we are 30 million. I think that this video is quite urgent because I think that the time of buying this is probably running out. I don't know. At least if you want to make a 500x to 1000x, maybe you already missed your boat. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. And again, I'm not telling you to buy, especially not to buy at the top. This is not financial advice. I'm just looking at this chart and I think it's super bullish. So this is definitely something I'm considering. Unfortunately, I don't own any at this very moment, full transparency. But I'm definitely keeping a look at this chart. I think that I definitely don't want to buy it right now because it seems stupid to me that after a 2x in the last week, I buy at the top. But I really wanted to spread the word about this project. Now, this chart, again, is having like a crazy turn. I'm very invested in looking this. It seems like every gaming coin is having a big rally. My GFAL bags are like 3x. Plays up. I bought a small bag. It could be on the verge of a breakout, like literally at any moment. Wagme Games, after I made that video, it actually pumped quite significantly. So this is very interesting, and the things that I love the most, again, are probably the game aggregation system, the fees, the zero fee system built on Ethereum. The team being doxed is one of the most bullish things that you can check because, of course, if the team is not disclosed, chances are those people don't want to protect their anonymity. They just want to fucking scam you and dump you. There's a lot of projects that are basically, if you even ask on the Telegram chat, hey, why is the team not disclosed? And they're like, whoa, they want to protect anonymity. They literally kick you out because they're afraid of that. They're afraid of people talking about those things because they're just scared because they just know that they're gonna wreck investors. So if somebody flags it to the community, they are scared that the people are gonna dump or people are gonna abandon the project and they're not gonna make a lot of profit. So people are scared of that. A not disclosed team is literally one of the biggest red flags. So I would really want you to pay attention to the team. I've had a look at the team. These guys have a lot of experience. They worked on the gaming industry for like 15 years plus, especially this guy has a lot of experience in the industry. They know what they're doing. They probably don't want to destroy their reputation by working on a project like this. So this is very bullish news for Myria as well. So if this becomes the Steam of crypto, I see this going parabolic. I see this being one of the top gainers in terms of gaming crypto in the next bull run. The only thing that we need to flag and be worried about is probably the tokenomics are not great. The circulating supply is just 14%. It is extremely little, but however, there's full disclosure on the vesting, and we can see, for instance, at the time of the halving of April 2024, we will be at 22%, which, I mean, there's definitely worse. In 2025, when the bull run comes at its peak, we see April is 40% and October to November is actually going to be around 50%. So it's actually not going to be that bad. The only bad thing here is that the market cap is going to increase significantly, but the tokens are actually not going to follow the increase in market cap because of the dilution. So the supply of tokens is gonna increase, so the value of the token is gonna decrease. So it's not gonna be a straight line in which you can make gains with increases in market cap. I hope it makes sense. I will probably touch token dilution on another context because I know that it's a very complex issue that not everybody understands. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to hear from you what you think about Myria. If you hold any, I want to hear it down below in the comments, so let me know your thoughts. And I hope that you find some sort of value out of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and drop a like if you haven't already. This is helping my channel tremendously, so I thank you again. And if you're new to this channel, welcome on board. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.